What do you think about this fucking Occupy Wall Street thing, man? Because this is, you know, people are actually getting mad at me for not talking about this. And I've been trying to formulate an opinion on it. And first of all, it's very exciting. And what's exciting is that it seems like for the first time in my life that I can remember, people are standing up to the government, standing up to the federal bank in a giant way.
Huge.
I've never seen this before. I've never seen just droves of people in the streets sleeping there, staying there, cops losing their fucking shit, man. And it's gotten to a point where if the economy doesn't improve and these people don't have to go back to work, well, what the fuck is going to stop them from escalating? Jamie Kilstein made a tweet, and this tweet will forever, in my mind, embody what is going on here. He made this tweet. He was down at Occupy Wall Street. He was talking about how fucking crazy it is. He wrote, "They just arrested a guy because they thought he was the leader. Period. There are no leaders." Occupy Wall Street. That's the thing. You know, they're trying to find someone to put away where they can stop the movement. The scariest thing about Occupy Wall Street for them is that there's no one person with a megaphone. This is a different feeling. This has an overthrow the government feel to it.
Smoke up in the air, which pollutes the entire world, and you're working your ass off saving money for your kids getting pennies while they're making hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Don't you realize how you're being duped, how they get your head fucked with, how they have you indoctrinated, how they have you conditioned, how they misinformed you? Don't you see this, or you're not blind? Or you're not blind?
It's getting bigger too. It's bigger and bigger every day. This is the beginning of something huge.
Right.
This is not just what it looked like. You know, what it looked like was like one of them fucking Glenn Beck rallies that just got real long.
You want me to tell you what's immoral? War is immoral. Poverty is immoral. Racism is immoral. Police brutality is immoral. Oppression is immoral. This country represents all those things.
It gets to a certain point. It gets to a boiling point where what happens? Because it's growing. Right now they're saying that every day at Occupy Wall Street in New York, it's a bigger and bigger crowd. Every day. People are coming from all over the world to participate in it. Somebody had a good point about Occupy Wall Street. They said all we need is 1 or 2 bounce checks and the cops are with us.
Yeah.
And that's so true, because the cops are with us. You know, it's the cops are not fucking bankers. The idea that you can get the cops to act as protectors for these cocksuckers is really dark. It's really dark when you think about it, that it could even be steered in that direction. We certainly need something different than now, and you keep saying like as if there's a leader, if there's one person that's going to pull it off, and I keep saying that I think that's one of the coolest things about this whole Occupy Wall Street thing, is because I don't think there's a fucking leader. You know, there's no leader. You can't arrest one person and then the whole thing shuts down. There's not one figurehead. There's not one voice. That's the beautiful thing. This is a hive mind conclusion. It's way better this way. But they're saying we have to do something. That's what they're saying. They're right. You know, they're right. The system is completely fucked up. It doesn't work. The human race and the way it deals with the environment and the resources is like people that are living in a 10-story building. And every day you go down to the first floor and you pull a couple bricks out. And then you get on the roof and you start building another floor.
That's amazing.
It's okay for now, but we all know that eventually it's going to fall apart. It's got to be a way more simple system than the system we have now, because there's too much room to fuck with it. There's too much room for shenanigans. You know, it doesn't have to be the system we operate under. Imagine trying to run the United States of America, the military-industrial complex and its deep roots into the financial system and the CIA and the NSA, and you know, the fact that the CIA is essentially a shadow government, a government inside the government that does everything, including murder people.
Yep.
That would be like saying, here, clean out Ted Bundy's car and you can drive it. You know, look, I love the idea of America. I love the idea of it all. I love the idea that, you know, we saved the world from the Russians and we saved the world from the Nazis, and that we're, you know, the noblest and the most creative. I love the idea, but I don't see it in practice. And it scares me to think that I'm a rube, you know, that I'm locked into this stupid fucking system. And if it gets any worse, man, I don't know what to do. Ron Paul had this one brilliant thing that he said that everybody says that really pays attention to human history. He said, this is exactly how every single empire has fallen. They try to spread themselves out too thin, and eventually it all comes crumbling down.
Yeah.
What is this going to accomplish? That's the real question. That's why it's so exciting to me, because this is a period of uncertainty. You know, it's really obvious that people are pissed off. It's really obvious that the cat is out of the bag. Everyone knows this is a corrupt system. It's horribly, horribly corrupt. The Congress is corrupt. The Congress is bought and paid for. The president is bought and paid for. Everyone's bought and paid for, and no one's doing anything to stop any of this fucking hoarding that's going on. The only way to do that in our world right now, the thing that makes the most sense to me, is the internet. Because the internet is a way that everybody has a fair shot at communicating who they are. It has to be an internet-based system. We have to have a system of government that's through the internet, because through the internet people can really communicate. You can have civilizations and you can have communities on the internet. I have a community, the Rogan board. It's a community on the internet, and we've established clear patterns of behavior in that community. But generally speaking, that message board is pretty filled with interesting people, cool conversations, and if you're a cunt, they throw you in the retard room. But I think the idea that we can run the world through the internet is eventually going to be some sort of a reality. We are eventually becoming a global society. The connectivity that we all enjoy right now because of the internet lets people realize that communities, like my message board, I have a massive message board, and this community is a message board of really cool people from everywhere. I have people from fucking Saudi Arabia, I have people from foreign countries, I have Asian countries, I have people from Canada, a lot of fucking people from Canada, people from Switzerland and Sweden, all over the fucking world. And it leads me to believe that this idea that a fucking line in the dirt can dictate where you're from, no, it should be like-minded people. It should be cool people, like-minded people, find them. And if you find a spot, oh, it's across the dirt line, it's no good anymore. Yeah, but it's awesome, whether it's fucking Costa Rica or where the fuck it is. If you find a place that you think that you could live a safer, healthier, friendlier life than what you're here right in the center of the shitstorm, what's gonna happen? So this is what we all see. We all see Occupy Wall Street. We all see people freaking out. We all see how many people are like us all across the country. I mean, what is this? This is just a conversation between friends. How many friends are sitting around smoking a joint, you know, drinking a couple of beers, having the same fucking conversation, spitting at each other in a bar somewhere, going, these motherfuckers, what's gonna happen? Where's this go? We are literally being sucked dry by financial vampires. It's like there's a vampire colony that's preying on our people, but the way they're doing it, instead of sucking blood out, they're sucking money out. The world that we're living in is a very strange world, and I don't know what happens when it all falls apart.
So now what?
Well, now what is Occupy Wall Street is now what? Occupy Wall Street.
Viva la revolution!
Hold it till I get there.
Listen, it's a logistics thing. We got an Excel spreadsheet. It's going to take us like a year to figure it out.